Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. On today's video I'm going to show you how I scape my monster piranha aquarium. Hi guys, so like I said, today I'm going to show you how I'm going to scape the monster aquarium. It's about 600 litres. I've been and picked up some supplies for it today and I'm going to show you how I do it. Now, what I did earlier in the week, my friend has got a bit of land with a stream at the bottom, and she said that I could go down and take some of the plants out of the stream. So I'm going to give it a try. I don't know if they'll live. I don't know what will happen. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, where is it? I'm going to use the hydrogen peroxide again. Yeah, that is what it is. And I'm going to do a peroxide bath on the plants from the river. And that way, that just makes sure that it kills off any nasties that are on them, because we don't want them going into the aquarium. We have got enough going on in the aquariums as it is. Thank you very much. So I'm going to show you how I do the hydrogen peroxide dip on the plants, and then I'm going to put the sand and the bogwood, which I've got here. I've got some lovely bits of bogwood. So some of them are all gnarly. Got a really nice big piece here. Look at that bad boy. So we can do it all different ways and then we'll see what looks best. I've got some pebbles as well that I've pinched from around the pond. I'm going to quickly run those through the hydrogen dip as well, just to make sure that there's no nasties on those from the pond, because we know what happens when we put things in from the pond. We get things like planaria in our tank. Don't want to do that, do we? So I'll take you down now and I will show you how I do the hydrogen dip on the plants. Okay, so this is the bowl that I'm going to do the hydrogen peroxide in. This is a clean bowl of water. Now what it says online is to use 3% hydrogen peroxide and to use 2 to 3 ml per 1 gallon of clean water. So I reckon in here there's probably about 5 litres, maybe 6. So I'm going to do, I don't know, 4 ml. 5 ml. I've got a little syringe here that I ordered off eBay. It wasn't expensive. I'm going to measure that now and I'll pop that in here and then we can start dipping the plants. Okay, so I have measured out 5 ml here. I'm just going to squirt that in here. Doesn't seem like a lot. Do that and go in and out there just to make sure I've got it all. Pop my lid back on my peroxide. Now I'm just going to give that a little stir. Okay, that's all stirred up. It says online not to leave it in here any more than 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm going to pop some of the plants in. I might do one type at a time. So I've got these kind. When they were in the stream, they were actually quite red. So hopefully with the light back on them they'll go red again. Okay, so we'll do this one type first. I haven't got a clue what it is. It looked pretty in the river, so I thought I'd give a go at growing it. So I'm going to pop it in here. Give it a swish around. This will also kill any snail eggs or anything like that that's coming on the plants. So you shouldn't end up with a overrun tank full of snails. Okay, so I'm going to set a timer now, and when that's done, I will come back to you. Alexa, set a timer for 4 minutes.
4 minutes, starting now.
Okay, we're back. It has now been 4 minutes. So this water needs to have dechlorinator in it. This is by Interpet. It's called Bioactive Plus. It's the one that I use, and it says to dose at 3 times the amount that you should normally put in it. Don't know why, but we'll just do it. So I've already squeezed that in. Pop that in there. Give it a swirl. Don't know why I've just dried my hand off because it's going in here. Okay. Okay, so the next one we've got, I actually missed one of these, so I'm going to put that in as well. And I can only assume that this is Vallisneria. That's what it looks like to me. But yeah, so I'm going to pop that in now. That can go in next. Make sure it's all underwater, give it a good swish around so that every part of it has gone in the water. And then again, we'll do the timer. Okay, so that's these ones done now, so I'm going to pull them out gently. Pop them in here. Now, if this is Vallisneria, what might happen is, when I put it in the tank, it might all die off. But as long as this root system's okay, it will melt back and then it will come back again. Okay, so I'll just push that down now and just give it a good mix around, but very gently. Okay, now the same thing again, but with this one. I'm going to pop this straight in and I'll come back to you when it is all done and I'm sorting through the plants. If you see here, this is what I'm talking about. So these are little jelly blobs of snail eggs, and if I leave them in there, we'll have an explosion of snails that we don't really want. So the peroxide, oh, it's time to get it out, the peroxide will kill those off. Here's some sort of leech type thing. And that's just come out, and that is definitely not dead. You are not going to eat me. No. I'm going to talk to you from down here. So I'm a massive lover of wildlife. I wouldn't normally want anything to die, but piranhas are expensive, and I won't say how much, but we're talking a lot of money to buy these piranhas for this tank. And if I'm going to put them in here, I want to make sure there's nothing in here that's going to kill them. So in this case, die. Okay, so all of the plants have now gone through the hydrogen peroxide dip, and now it's time to start getting the sand and the substrate in. I've got some black gravel that came with this aquarium. I don't want the substrate in here to be black. I want it to be more like their natural habitat, which is from the Amazon, which is sand and pebbles, things like that, plants. So this is the black stuff that came with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some layers of that at the bottom just to build it up a bit. Cap it off with the sand. My little tip is this. So this is just children's play sand. As you can see here, it's non-toxic. I've used it in all my aquariums forever and nothing has ever gone wrong. This is a 15 kilogram bag and it was £5. When it's summer, you can get them in B&M for £2.50 each. Well, 2 for a fiver. And sand like this in an aquarium shop, it's like £20 plus. Don't pay that. Non-toxic. £5. Argos. All year. Boom! So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get the substrate in and then I will show you what I've done at the bottom. Okay, so that's the sand and the bogwood in. I think I like the placement of it. I'm going to have to put the plants around it and see what we think. All the marks on the front are just sand, and I think there's a couple of scratches, but once it's full of water you shouldn't be able to see those. Now I've got some pebbles to put in. I'm hoping that if I place them strategically around the bogwood, it won't float. Certain pieces like this, and that's quite heavy as well, shouldn't float anyway. But I've never used bogwood. It might float. If it does, then you just have to leave it till it sinks. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the rocks in and then we'll sprinkle some finer gravel around them and then we'll get the plants in. So that's the pebbles in. I've placed them in certain places hoping that they will hold the wood down, but time will tell. So now I'm going to sort out the plants and I'll get the plants in and then you know what time it'll be. Right, that's the plants in. So I hope they don't float. I hope the wood doesn't float. So there's only one way to find out. It's time to fill up, please.
Fill it up. Fill it up, please.
guys. The tank's completely full. There's a lot of scum on the surface of the tank. I'm not worried about that. I haven't put the filter on yet. I've not got time today, so that'll be next week's video. I'll be showing you how to set up the Fluval FX5 canister filter and how to seed the filter from my other cycled media. So this is the finished look on how the tank looks. Let me know what you think. I really like it personally. I think it looks really good. Touch wood, the wood hasn't floated, but it might. So all going well, the wood will stay as it is and the plants will all live and there'll be no horrible parasites or anything. And the floor won't collapse with the weight of the tank. We can hope. As I said, so next week we will be setting up the canister filter for this. It's absolutely massive. I'm going to show you how to take the media from the other canister one and put it into this one so that it gets the cycle up and going straight away. Hopefully all of these plants that I've put in here survive and they do really well. So if you've liked the video today, guys, don't forget to click the subscribe button and join the family, and give me a thumbs up, or don't click the notification bell so that you get notified next time I upload. And hopefully I will be ordering the piranhas soon. I don't have the money at the moment. Help me, I'm poor.
Help me, I'm poor.
Next week's video will be the filters. The week after should be the corner cichlid tank. Hopefully after that we should have the piranhas. So lots of exciting stuff coming up, guys. Stay tuned and I will see you next week. Bye!